One thing many women don't realize is that it's difficult to showcase value when you are aligned with many different men. Halle now finds herself in a very precarious situation, and I fear that if she does not heed wise warning, she will continue to destroy her legacy and image that she's worked so tirelessly for. So many women fall into the trap of playing tit for tat or going back and forth with their children's father, when in reality, the biggest and best thing you can do for yourself is to put yourself first. Focus on you, focus on your own goals, and move forward. They will notice. You don't have to align with new men in an effort to showcase your value. You're a woman. Of course, you are valuable. And getting a man is the easiest thing in the world to do. Now, I'm hoping that Halle will take a step back and really put her image and her career first and leave the men to the side. She's a beautiful girl, but in a very dangerous situation as she finds herself trying to prove a point against a past relationship who wants to cast a shadow over her entire future. Let's talk about it. Women will tell you that you're winning, but in reality, all you are doing is bringing yourself down to a level where everyone feels as if they have a chance and an audience with you. Stay exclusive and stay on your grind. Hey, it's Goldie, and I'm back with another video. So, a few days ago, we witnessed Halle reveal. We witnessed Halle reveal to the world a new man. And baby, I got something to say. Now, I don't know why the girls always advocate for the most destructive behavior to their sisters online, but so many of us are making this seem as if this is a power move for Halle, and from my perspective, it is not. Now, at first, I thought that she had just got with some regular Joe Blow bum, right? I mean, I wasn't familiar with the guy, and he just looked like a average dude. But come to find out, he has written songs for Kendrick Lamar, GNX, some rapper named GNX, and I even think maybe Beyonce, I read. But he's a top producer and has produced for some really top artists that are out right now. So, boy, brother got a little coin. Brother got a little career going on. So he's not just a run of the mill guy. But my perspective isn't really coming from this guy having a great career or not, but more so about the image that Halle is crafting for herself. Now, in my opinion, there's a lot of propaganda out about women being single mothers and how being a single mother makes you undesirable. I do not agree with that. However, I feel that it's essential that a single mother makes her move from her child's father her best move. The next move has to be the best move. You don't just jump out prematurely. You don't just jump out with anybody, and you don't jump out without a committed relationship in the form of a proposal with a ring and a wedding date set. Okay? You just don't jump out here showing the world that you can get another man, because, every woman can get another man, right? Like, there's always some man that's trying to get some woman, right? So the reality is that it's no surprise, it's no shocker to anyone that a woman has, a single mother has another man. The important thing is that she has a higher quality man than the man that she left. She has a man that can step in the role of stepfather for this child or children that she's bringing into the relationship, and that she has a man that has made a commitment to her. Those are the three things that really matters when it comes to stepping out with your new boo. And I feel that Halle has made a few mistakes. Now, from my perspective, DDG did his thing a few weeks ago with India. I think her name is India Love. And let me tell you, I think that DDG and India make a far better couple than DDG and Halle. I don't know India, but I like their look together. We sometimes have to realize that even though we might like a guy, he's not the best fit for us. And I think that Halle might have wanted to kind of force it to fit, or maybe even been desperate for some type of relationship or validation with DDG. And that's kind of how this whole thing happened. For me, it just was all so surprising because she's young. She has such an awesome career going for herself. She had higher quality options than DDG. And she came from a two-parent household that seemingly instilled, better values than what DDG was bringing to the table. So the whole relationship at its onset with DDG just had me puzzled in the first place. But now for her to jump out here with this guy out of nowhere, and they appear to be intimate in the pictures that are circulating around the net. These, in my opinion, are really intimate pictures. I mean, there's the help on the yacht, and then it's just the two of them. They are somewhat cuddled up. He's drying her off. He's touching her body. She's being filmed from the back. It just seems as if they are showing themselves as being together, being in a relationship. Now, some people say that they were filming for her new movie. And to be honest, I hope that is the reason that they were filmed together. I hope that this is a scene from her movie and this is not some real thing that Halle is doing. Okay. Now, let me get into this whole thing. Jumping into a relationship as a single mother is one of the worst things you can do. And it is a sign that you are highly, highly bothered by your child's father. I expect nothing less of DDG to jump out here with India or any other woman. I expected nothing else from him but that. But from Halle, I'm sure all of us expected a more respectful portrayal of her image than what she showed. A more careful crafting of her new image as a mom than what she kind of showed to the world. I think we all expected more from Halle than that. For me, I think Halle really needs to focus on getting in her bag. Halle, I would love to see you shopping, taking care of your baby, stepping into your mother role. I would love to see you getting deeper, and more stable in your career, really taking on, some really good acting roles, having some great interviews about these things, getting on your social medias and kind of talking about your projects or making cute little funny videos, showing your range in acting or showing your range in singing, since you have such a beautiful voice. The last thing I want to see from you is jumping from man to man or allowing more men to have access to you. The thing is that you have so much more to offer, and you tried the relationship thing. It didn't work out. You got halo from it, your little blessing, but now it's time for you to get serious. As a mother, playtime is over. And for you, you are a really young mother. So I'm sorry that you have to step into your grown woman panties now, but now you got to put them on. It's a non-negotiable now. You got to put on your big girl panties. Ain't no more making mistakes or being young and dumb. It's over for that. Now, the thing that really has me concerned about this relationship is that Halle is coming in at a deficit. not because she has a baby, but because she has these unresolved issues with DDG all over the news. We are getting all of their business. DDG done this, Halle done that. They done requested restraining orders. This one over here fighting. This one over here going crazy. This one over here might be depressed. This one over here might be violent. It's like so much stuff is being said in media, and that really taints your image and really taints how a man perceives you coming into a relationship. As a single mother, you want to come in as strong as you can be. There's this whole perspective going on around online that you want to come in as a helpless damsel in distress. And that is the worst thing you can do as a woman getting into a new relationship. If we haven't learned with this whole Diddy situation, once a man sees you in a vulnerable position, that's when they begin to take advantage of you. And now I know you say, oh, this guy, his name is Scott Bridgewater, something like that. That's her new man's name. Anyway, I know you thinking like, oh no, Scott loves me. He's a great guy. He would never do me wrong. But baby, you thought that about DVD too. At one point in time, you thought that DVD really loved you and had your best interest at heart. And let me tell you, every woman that has gone down the road of divorce or breakup or whatever once thought the man that they were with loved them so much and would never do anything to harm them, would only do things to support them and promote them. So the reality is that the man that you love today can very well be the man that you're fighting with tomorrow. Let's talk about Portia. Okay, she was all in love with Simon. Oh, we thought that this was an African fairy tale. Okay, Portia was the Nigerian Cinderella. Okay, and now look at them in a just nasty divorce and separation. Like, you would have never thought that Simon would have said the things about Portia that he said. So the reality is that you can come in thinking that the man that you love one day, on day one, is so amazing and that he'll never do anything to hurt you. But sometimes these men turn and they hurt you. So you don't ever want to give a man any type of fuel, any type of, any type of anything to use against you. You coming in as a wounded and vulnerable woman already puts you at a deficit. It already puts him in a position where he's coming in as being a savior for you or a Mr. Fix It for you. He's not coming in as an addition to your life. He's somewhat coming in as a necessity, like somebody you need to have or else your life is going to fall apart. And that's not the kind of situation that you want to find yourself in. You want to be grounded in your self-confidence and your self-love before you invite a man in to reinforce or reaffirm that confidence or that self-love for you. When you have all these nasty headlines, and girl, I know you sitting around talking about DVD to this man, you probably can't help it because there's so much drama going on with him that you have to mention it to him. And that's another thing that weakens your image as it relates to how this man sees you. He sees you as a somewhat broken woman right now. Dating is not for you right now. I mentioned this in my last video when you filed the restraining order. You need to shelve dating. Stop dating. Women, don't date until you are whole and secure and happy. When you date from a wounded place, like where Halle is in right now, you just set yourself up for devastation either now or later. This man will never see you as his princess, as his queen, as his, the woman of his dreams, when he also is seeing all of the baggage that you're carrying along with you with, in the form of unresolved issues or unbroken bonds with people from your past. Okay, so you really want to make sure that if you are entering into a relationship, you're entering into one after you have effectively dealt with anything that has, been not so great about your past, and you are free to move forward in something meaningful and substantial with someone else. Right? Right. So, Halle, girl, don't be filmed with no other man. Okay? I say for a good 3 years. You can, listen, you can date. People don't have to know about it. You can date, you can have fun, girl. You can bump and grind. Everybody ain't got to know about it. You are out here letting everybody know that this man is touching you in intimate ways. So we can only assume that y'all doing it. And girl, why would you want to be putting yourself out there in that way? You are damaging your brand. You're cheapening your image in doing so. Okay, we all know, and DVD knows, that you can get a good quality man. So you don't have nothing to prove. And come on now, look at DVD and the level of access to the ladies that he has. He ain't getting no other Disney princess. He's not getting another woman of your caliber. But he is getting women in his purview and in his area. He has access to those women. It's not a competition. You need to get the highest quality, highest commitment level ready man, and then pop out with him once he's made that commitment to you. Don't create this pattern of a bunch of men just being able to lay claim to you because you are trying to send a message to DVD. He might care, he might not care, but it don't even matter either way. Okay? What we are focused on is you and your image and your ability to create the life that it is that you really want moving forward. What you really want is a family and a stable and secure relationship and marriage. Don't trade that for little quick jabs at DVD. This is the last thing I want to say. And this might be a little controversial, but you have the money, you have access to a stylist. Get a stylist, okay? Get a stylist. Have someone put you in more appealing and attractive clothing. You need to revamp your image, okay? Your appearance is lacking. It's not your body per se. It's how you dress your body. Those swimming suits that you're wearing, that you being pictured in, I don't know why ain't nobody telling you. Don't wear a two-piece no more. Okay, get you a cute little sexy one piece with some cutouts, or, asymmetrical, one shoulder look, halter look. Go ahead and really invest in your swimwear, since you want to be, pictured in swimsuits and stuff. Like, go ahead and put some sexy on it, and be intentional about the sexy that you're putting on it. All right? Like, don't be just grabbing something off the rack and going to take pictures with your man. Okay? Now, I hope that you understood where I was coming from. Now, for me, my goal is that women understand the importance of choosing a high quality man for the next phase in your love life. All right. And I do that in teaching women how to vet men for long-term relationships and commitments. Now, I don't know if this new guy, Scott, is ready. It's nice that he stepped out with you or whatever, and he looks like he likes you. But what you really need to focus on is if he can be the man that you need today, 5 years from now, if he can transition and grow with you, and if he's ready for that level of commitment with you. If he isn't, you don't need to be seen with him out in public anymore. And don't get with another man until you know that you have vetted him for where you are trying to go long term. No more short-sighted interactions with men. Just stop. Stop dating altogether if you are not really being intentional about the men that you are selecting and the men that you are being seen with, paired with publicly. All right. Y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back with another video soon. Remember, your love is golden. See you all soon. Bye.